Viewsonic VP3268a-4K review. With the addition of USB-C connectivity, Viewsonic's 4K 32-inch performance monitor offers impressive value. Your eyes aren't deceiving you, you have definitely seen the Viewsonic before. It looks quite similar to the Viewsonic, but its name changes point towards considerable hardware improvements. The primary idea remains the same, a 32-inch 4K monitor created from an IPS panel of high quality, prepared for productivity and content creation. It isn't a professional-grade display that costs much more, however, it does ensure significant color-related features for its value. The Viewsonic has added USB Type-C connectivity and 90-watt power delivery, making it very useful for single cable connection and providing features like Ethernet support. In addition to Pantone validation and increased color accuracy, the Viewsonic VP3268a-4K makes it easy to produce content. In total, it's a great choice for completing tasks efficiently. The Viewsonic VP3268a-4K design is nothing special, but it is well built and equipped with many features, including adjustable settings. The VP3268a-4K has a 32-inch IPS-based 4K display with a 1300:1 contrast ratio that doesn't compare to the more advanced 2,000:1 native contrast displays available today. Color accuracy is important with this productivity panel, so Pantone validation should be given priority over high contrast performance due to the lack of HDR support. As anticipated based on the factory calibration, the Viewsonic VP3268a-4K was just as dazzling upon receiving it. The default calibration provided is outstanding, simultaneously lush yet still natural and even-toned. Test images exhibited no signs of compression whatsoever. Despite this, the selection of color space presets is not as broad. For example, neither DCI-P3 nor Adobe RGB is included. Additionally, the pixel response of this monitor in its factory setting is not overly impressive. However, an OSD menu with overdrive settings does allow for some tweaks to the response rate. That being said, even when selecting the quickest setting available, the response rates remain mediocre, though there is no issue of overshoot that comes with it. Consequently, this unsurprising revelation won't be considered a huge fault since VP3268a-4K was designed primarily for productivity. Whether you are on Windows or Mac OS, this display is the ideal choice. That being said, Mac OS is very specific when it comes to pixel densities and font styling. Despite the fact that 4K over 32 inches isn't quite considered a high DPI computing exception, there are still enough clear fonts in both Mac OS and Windows. In terms of Windows, its generous panel size gives users the possibility to run at 100% scaling, which is advantageous since Windows doesn't guarantee a consistent experience with anything other than its 100% setting. The Viewsonic is not equipped for HDR, and its design is quite outdated. Nonetheless, it still makes a good addition to your office desk. In reality, most monitors that claim to have HDR capability are not. Unless you need HDR support for your workflows, the lack of it shouldn't be an issue. It's instead the strong productivity features that should be considered important. Even if Pantone validation may not be of interest to most users, the Viewsonic VP3268a-4K has many appealing features for professional applications, such as factory and hardware calibration. Finally, the USB-C connectivity with its Ethernet pass-through and powerful 90 watts power delivery is a massive productivity boost. Creating such an attractive package at an affordable price has consistently been a trait of Viewsonic displays. The Viewsonic remains true to this expectation, making it all the more enticing.